Hey guys, Minnesota Hiker here. Say, I promised you guys about 4 months ago that I was going to do a video on my Appalachian Ultralight pack. Since then, it seems like Appalachian Ultralight has kind of gone away, and it might be coming back soon. There's been rumors around the internet on the different forums about Cody coming back and maybe not making packs, maybe making packs, but I figured I'd just bust out my collection anyway and just kind of pack them up and show you what they look like and the kind of different features that they have. I don't have all the features for sure. I have a pretty minimalist pack. It's actually, he made 8 demo packs to kind of show people what he could do, and I snagged one of the Thru-Hiker demo packs, which I believe there are 2 of them. And then I picked up another one on UL Gear Trade on Reddit, and it's, I think, also a demo pack actually, because it looks about the same. But anyways, the consistency, quality, everything of the packs themselves is really, really, really good. Cody Miller did some fantastic work with these things, and I just want to show them to you, show you the stitching, show kind of what they look like when they're totally full of stuff. And then I'll get out my stuff that I would usually bring on a trip, not including food. I might even toss some food in there. I don't know. I mean, let's just kind of roll with this as it goes. But yeah, let's dive in and check out these packs. I've got a black one. I've got a white one. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at my 2 packs here. I've got a Appalachian Ultralight Thru-Hiker in black. It's got some slightly different features. I picked this one up on Reddit, on UL Gear Trade. And then this one I bought from Cody from Appalachian Ultralight directly. This was listed for $225 for 15% off, and so it was a pretty good deal. This one was about $200. The guy who had it, he owned it, went on a couple trips with it, and then I don't know why, but he just kind of went another direction. So I picked it up as quickly as I could, and here it is. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this as a loaner. Maybe my wife can use it, my brother, or whoever else is coming on a trip that can fit their load into this pack. It is about a 40 to 45 liter pack, so it's not something that's for a lot of people that are going on longer trips, but if you have your gear pretty well honed in and you've gotten rid of some of the items that maybe are either redundant, or some of the items that you've gone on trips and kind of gone, I really don't need that, you start to be able to fit into these smaller packs, these 40 to 45 liter packs, and really you can save yourself a lot of weight and maybe cover some more miles during the day. Some cool features about the pack, whether it's the black one over here or this white one. I'm going to use the white one for demonstration purposes, is the mesh pocket in the front. And you can kind of see for the back here, it does take up about 1/3 or so of the front face of the pack. And this thing is big enough where you can cram quite a bit in there, and I'm going to show you what I cram in mine usually. So an example of something that I might cram in this pocket might be my stove setup, which has a smaller Snow Peak pot in it, and then it has the stove in there, and a lighter, and a little measuring cup, and this thing pretty much just crams right in here with very little effort. And so to give you an idea of how big that mesh pocket is, there you go. And this is a pot that's also coated or covered in Reflectix, which does add a little bit of bulk. Not a lot of bulk, but enough where it might not fit in there if the pocket were a little bit smaller. Another cool feature about this pack is what I like to think of as the drying rack. I have got my gear honed in well enough where I don't really need this, but if I've got wet, stinky socks, or maybe something I just washed, I will throw that on the back of my pack and let them hang off. If I'm bringing a larger sleep pad, or if I'm going to bring my winter quilt, my underquilt, something like that, I can throw that on here. I can actually pull the strings out a little bit. I got little adjustment knobs right here, and then I can make that fit. For comparison, this is that stove compared to how big it can go.
I can even fit my head in here.
And it can go well beyond that. I'll keep loosening it. You could probably fit about 4 stoves in here. So there you go. Plenty of space. Another neat option is these side pockets.
Alright, so what I got here is I've got pockets on the side of this bag, and the pockets are pretty decent size. I usually keep my fuel in here, and some bug spray and a few other items, maybe some lip balm or some sunscreen or something. And then on the other side of this bag, we've got another pocket. And on this side, I will put just other items that I need quick access to, maybe a snack or something. Something else that can go here that can't go on the other side is if you got poles, you can put your poles here. There's an extra rope up here that you can tie your poles down with and then stick the other side into that pocket. The other side, however, does not have that tie. It's just bare and pocket. This is a wider mesh than the black bag, which I'll just kind of throw in here right now. This is a much thinner mesh. There we go. Nice thin mesh there, thick mesh here, thin, thick. Thin, thick. But still the same idea. Alright, let's take a look at the back, or the part that would be facing your back of this pack. Hello, foot. Hello. So some cool features about this. Number one, you got, of course, the little hangy thing on there. This is a roll top pack, and the shoulder straps have got some hook on there. What do you call this? Daisy chain? I don't know. But it's got some places for you to just hang random things. I keep my bear whistle on there. And then there's some more on this strap right here. And then on the back portion, there is a place for you to put some sort of a pad if you'd like to put a pad in there and keep yourself maybe a little bit more comfortable. Maybe add some airspace so that you're not getting such a sweaty back. This would be a good place to put a thermarest pad, maybe, and what do you call that, a Z-Lite or something like that, in order to offer yourself a little bit of padding and also carry that outside of the pack in another place. The only issue I would see is maybe it gets a little sweaty, maybe it gets a little smelly, and then you sleep on it and you're like, wow, this smells. And the way you load that in is just from the bottom. The top has got a cord up here, and then this stretch cord goes all the way to the bottom, and then it's tied off somewhere in the middle. Here it is, along with an adjustment loop.
So emptied out, the Appalachian Ultralight is ultralight. Let's find out how light they are.
The Appalachian Ultralight Thru-Hiker, with the whistle removed, is 10.75 or 10 3/4 ounces, or 306 grams. That is one light 45-liter backpack. So here's the black pack, and the black pack backpack is 11 ounces and 5/8, or 330 to 331 grams.
So let's take a look at this. We've got the top of the pack. The top of the pack has little tabs that you can grab a hold of, and then you open it up. And that allows you to see and fill up your pack. To close it, all you got to do is seal it up. This itself is not waterproof. You have to roll it up and then clip it together. Most of you guys are probably familiar with something similar, so I don't really need to go into any detail there. And then that would roll and hang nicely and just kind of sit on top of your stuff. You could end up with it going outward, or you could have it go inward toward the back of your pack, and that really just depends on which way you like to roll. This is how I roll. Haha, get it? This is what allows the bag to become as waterproof as they claim to be, is the ability to have only waterproof stitching, have that stitching sealed on the inside, and then have that roll top design or some sort of another design that allows it to be waterproof so that, you know, your stuff doesn't get wet. So let's take a look at that stitching. Here is one of the tabs and the other pull tab, and here is the inside of the pack, and you can see right away that the stitching quality and the overlap and the sealing of this bag is absolutely flawless. So much so that in his advertising videos, I believe that Cody actually took a shower with his backpacks on for 30 minutes just to show how good they really are. telling you, man, Cody, you got to get back to business. One of a kind, man. You're one of a kind. So, just taking a look at how everything is sealed and stitched, you come to appreciate the handiwork and the care that was taken into making these backpacks. The last bit that I just want to show you is packing it down, because one of the things about a backpack like this that is frameless is that you can fold it and you can roll it carefully, and there's the pack. And then I just, you know, toss it in a box. I have a box where all my ultralight gear goes, and then I shove it in a little cubicle in my closet, and I'm ready to go for the next trip. So, all in all, you've seen me use this pack a couple of times now. Is this the only pack I have? No. I also have a Crown 60, and I've got some other packs that I've kind of picked up through the years just to try them out. But this one is definitely my new favorite, and I don't think I've taken the Crown 60 out at all in the last year, and I'll probably continue to take this pack out until it pretty much wears out, and then either I'll switch to the one that's my backup slash kind of my brother's in a way. If he wants it, I'll sell it to him type of a thing. I love this pack. I just want to hug it. And I'm just going to patch it up and use it and make it work for myself, because it knocked about 1.5 pounds off my base weight, and it feels good. It's a good pack. It's got a nice amount of space. I actually end up with about half the pack filled after I've got either my hammock and tarp and underquilt in here, or my sleeping bag, tent, etc. Whatever the setup happens to be. And then that leaves me room for my food bag, and then maybe a little extra fuel or whatever. I can go out on a 3 to 4, maybe even 5-day trip with ease with this pack, and I might even try to push it to a week or longer. I mean, after that you kind of get to food drops anyway, so not too concerned about space. This thing is awesome, and it's waterproof, so you don't need that extra pack cover. And I mean, maybe as a small suggestion, maybe you want to line your pack, you know, or just maybe protect your sleeping bag if it's a down bag, just in case. A little bit of redundancy in the waterproof department is never a terrible idea. Just in case you get a leak in the bag, or it wears out, or you take a puncture from a branch, or who knows what. Redundancy on waterproofing, I am definitely a fan of. So, that's about it. Thanks for checking out my video on the Appalachian Ultralight Thru-Hiker pack. If anyone else has one, respond in a video. Tell me what you think. Compare your pack to my pack, and try to get the word out to Cody to say, hey dude, make some more packs. These things are awesome. Thanks for watching.